gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
If I would have died, would he be a bad guy then? For 3 years I lived here, and none of you guys knocked on that man's door to see if he was okay.
So she's irate out this bitch because he was shooting into her apartment with her kids, and these niggas out here protesting for her. And honestly, you could tell she's woke. Yep, she's woke. She's woke, but maybe she's woken up now. Shout out to DH with the $2 Cash App. He says, let's see. He says, DH sent you $2 for it's embarrassing. I'm tired of these niggas. Yes, it is embarrassing, brother. I am tired of these niggas as well.
Oh, say
like, dude, let's keep it a bean sack. They're really out here protesting. And honestly, she was woke. You could tell she was woke. And she definitely mentions George Floyd in the situation, which she was wrong about the George Floyd situation because he was in the wrong too. He was acting a damn fool too, trying to use that fake ass 20. Nigga, fuck out of here. High as hell, trying to use a fake ass 20, and he overdosed. The only thing that made it so dramatic was that buddy Officer Chauvin was pressed up on him, which that is a common police maneuver to subdue a niggas, and that was a big nigga, okay? Now, was it kind of fucked up, like the visuals and all that shit? Yeah, it looked crazy, but at the same time, the man was wilding, all right? But this is not that. This is not a George Floyd situation at all, even though George Floyd was also in the wrong as well, okay? And the life that he led to his demise. But she's pissed, but she was woke. She voted for this shit too. She voted for this shit. You could tell she voted for it. Her red hair is a telltale. Her tattoos are the telltale. Her piercings are telltales that she voted for this shit. She voted for this shit. Okay? And now she is really starting to feel the pressure, but she won't put 2 and 2 together unless she's really on the internet, you know, searching for content that doesn't agree with Andrew Teckle Sundberg and agrees with the officers, meaning that it was a justified shooting, that they put the little nigga down. Okay. Right. So that's the reality of the situation. She probably won't ever put 2 and 2 together, but her feelings are hurt in this situation, but she still won't put it together that the politics is what created the environment. Okay, let's get it.
Not at all. He played loud music every day.
This is one of the reasons why I moved out of the apartments. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't guilty of playing loud music as well. But when my neighbors came over and respectfully said, hey, man, it's 12 a.m. Can we turn it down? I would get, because, you know, I got speakers. I got a whole system. I got a soundboard. If you guys can't see, I'll try and move it in the frame. But nah, it's not coming. But I got a soundboard. I mean, my setup is pretty nice. Okay, it's decent. It's decent. But it can get pretty loud in here. Like if I turn this shit up, it can get pretty loud. Okay. But I would say, yeah, you know, I'll turn it down. My bad. Hey, matter of fact, here's my number. Before you call the cops, call me. That's what I always say. Before you call the cops, call me. Respectfully. I had a guy, I had a neighbor in one of my old apartments, and he used to play the trumpet. He used to like every fucking morning. 10 a.m. on the dot. And I would wake up, but I wouldn't say nothing because, you know, I like the live music, especially when he fucked up. I used to be in the band. I used to like when like especially the trombones or the tubas would like fuck up. Like they would play a wrong note. Like they'll be on some real shit like on some real jazzy shit. And then they'll, you know, that used to always make me laugh, you know. And then we would like in the band, we would do it on purpose. I mean, it's kind of like some band geek shit, but in the band, we would like fuck up on purpose, like everybody together at once. I don't know, to like get the band director mad. You know, I miss band. I actually have a saxophone. Where is that? Yeah, I got a saxophone back there. So maybe one day I'll play you guys something. Channel my New Orleans. Once New Orleans gets a hold on their per capita murder rate, maybe I'll play you guys a tune on the sax, you know.
Yarbrough says she's the woman who initially called police stating Teckle was shooting into her apartment with her 2 kids inside Wednesday night. Pictures of bullet holes from inside her.
Woo! Look what this man did to this woman and her kids. How do you think her kids felt?
Apartment capturing the damage.
And sorry he lost his life, but he has 6 hours to choose that. I had 2 to 5 minutes to choose life or death.
Woo! Okay. You heard her. Let's run it back.
Life,
The bullet holes from inside her apartment capturing the damage.
and sorry he lost his life, but he has 6 hours to choose that. I had 2 to 5 minutes to choose life or death.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to Cyrus Cherry with the $5 super trap. He says, driving through ATL now, heading to Alabama. I'm just wondering, have you been recognized by anyone in the community or feel threatened? Stay safe.
Oh, say that.
Yeah, I mean, people know me. People recognize me all the time. You know, I don't feel threatened. I mean, niggas done said some weird shit in the comment section, but I ain't getting no fucking, oh, I'm a da-da-da-da-da. I ain't getting all those types of death threats, you know. Eminem on the I forgot what it was, a song that he featured on with 50 Cent. He was like, what you know about death threats? Because I get a lot. I don't get a lot of death threats, obviously. But what I was saying is that's a bar that I had resonated with, just because when I did start doing this channel and I saw like my first death threat, which it wasn't really a serious threat. It was some oh, pull up here and I'll show you what a super gremlin really is type shit. But honestly, nobody watches my channel, so no, I'm not worried.
Yarbrough says she had a few run-ins with Teckle and thought their differences were settled.
When someone is stalking you, threatening you, I left it alone. I could have called the police and reported it, but then I would have put a black innocent man in jail because of mental illness. And they don't.
Wow. So she was almost woke to her demise. She didn't want to call the police, and this is the mindset. She didn't want to call the police because she thought that she was putting a black innocent man in jeopardy in jail, all because of mental illness. Shit, he wasn't too mentally ill to play that damn music every fucking day, was he? Turn that damn stereo on same day or same time every day. He wasn't too mentally ill to do that shit, was he?
When someone is stalking you, threatening you, I left it alone. I could have called the police and reported it, but then I would have put a black innocent man in jail because of mental illness, and ain't no telling what would have happened.
What, bitch? I'm gonna keep it a buck. If my neighbor is going OD, I'm definitely calling the cops. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what color you are. And this is what I told you. Like, the community is not safe because the neighbors, I'm not gonna say they don't care about each other, but they are very apathetic, you know, and not to the individual, but just to their living situation in general. It's almost like they accept the dysfunction because they're giving him an excuse, because he's black. But I guarantee if he was white, they would have, he white supremacist, white nationalist, he's doing this, he's doing that, come get him. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. If he's a danger to the complex, get him the fuck out of there.
So I left it alone.
The trauma of this event now weighing heavily on members of the community.
His family took everything that they could and did everything that they could to help him.
Too bad. They failed. They should have put that nigga in a straitjacket. Straight up. They should have put that nigga in a straitjacket. If they knew he was that nutso, family did everything they could. Yeah. You fail. Okay. Sometimes you got to chalk some of your family members up to the game. Niggas don't want to talk about that. If I know I got a cousin, if I know I got a family member who is living a lifestyle that is going to end badly, got to chalk it up to the game. That don't mean you don't get that bag quietly if it turns out to a situation like this. Okay? But all in all, they're gonna drum up the communitas support, which they all oftentimes do, and nobody's gonna get the facts. Nobody's even gonna get the 2-hour live stream and know that it was a justified shooting.
He has so many brothers and sisters that love him.
And his parents who say they adopted him when he was 4 years old.
And when you got family members who are, you know, off the wall and shit, hey, sometimes you might have to put out a life insurance policy on them and hey, chalk it up to the game. They need to contribute to the family name some way. And that is a sad reality. When you know you got a gangsta ass cousin and he is on crash out, he's on I wish a nigga would time. Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you making all this dope money. Make me the beneficiary to your life insurance. Put 15 on it a month. You doing this, you doing that, you making moves here, you making moves there, you still young. I mean, you think that these sisters, the most educated group of people in the world, right? The sisters are the most educated. You think that they would have had these life insurance policies on these niggas, but they go into the government and suing the police when they justifiably take out one of these super gremlins on demon time.
She had the courage to come down here and speak her mind, and she has every right to do that.
Technically, is an imperfect human, as we're all.
An imperfect human. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dog. An imperfect human. That's the best of the worst that you could think of. Nigga was a piece of shit. Let's keep it a buck. He's shooting. I don't give a fuck. If that was my sister, that was my auntie, if that was my mama, I would have pulled up personally and clapped that nigga straight up. And any of these niggas in the chat who are real street niggas, real hood niggas, all this shit, y'all would have pulled up. Because y'all do it all the time. I'm going to call my brother. I'm going to call my uncle. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call this. I'm going to call that. And then y'all pulling up and spraying on a nigga where you have no idea what happened in that situation. But you pull up, you mad because your sister done told you that this nigga did this to her. And then he's there and he's already mad because your sister been blabbing and she done started the altercation. And then you end up dead. With no life insurance policy taken out on you. No beneficiaries. Right? And then, oh, now we chalk that one up to the game, but we don't chalk this up to the game. So what the fuck is the game? What is the game? Because in my opinion, you chalk this one up to the game because if she had a man who, you know, was down for her, that would have been the first person that, you know, she should have called. And he would have came and slid. And then we would have chalked that up to the game. Like, shit, he shouldn't have been shooting in that nigga at that nigga girl. And you thought that nigga, if that woman had a man, especially if he was a black man, and then they were shooting into her apartment and then he pulled back up and slid. I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor. and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17. We'd be like, oh, this like Dirk in India. This like Dirk in India. This nigga a real nigga. He said, ain't nobody fucking with my bitch. He pulled back up and slid on that nigga. But since it was the police, now, oh, he's an imperfect human. Da-da-da-da-da. He had mental illness. Nah. Keep that same energy.
She had the courage to come down here and speak her mind, and she has every right to do that.
Teckle is an imperfect human, as we're all imperfect humans. And
What the hell is... I guess these are the foster parents? White folks can't even raise these niggas. If these are his foster parents, because you got the sister with the hand on the shoulder, it looks like this is family, or she just be a random sister. I don't know.
did not deserve to be picked off like an animal from a rooftop. He deserved to be able to address this with her.
He deserved to be able to address this with her? That was a woman who said that, y'all. So after he shot up in her apartment, he should have had a conversation with her like, look, I was having a bad day. I know I almost shot you and your kids, but, you know, I'm mentally ill. That was a woman. And these women are out here telling us to protect women. These women don't know what the fuck they want. He should have been able to address that with her. If a nigga shot at me or my girl, you the ops now. It's over. You're done. We ain't no fucking talking. You shot at me, you're the ops. This ain't no Wu-Tang Clan shit where I do a drive-by on your crib and then we see each other in the studio and now we making music together. Fuck no. This is real life. You are the ops. You don't know, eh? You're an enemy. There is no conversation to have. You shot into my apartment with my kids. So yeah, if the police didn't pick you off like an animal, we was gonna call Pookie and Ray Ray and have them pick you off like an animal. Straight up.
Did not deserve to be picked off like an animal from a rooftop. He deserved to be able to address this with her.
And she said a rough top. I hate when people pronounce roof rough like rough. Anyways.
A lot of high emotions there. Now, the BCA is leading this investigation.
Oh, my God. This nigga's lisp is crazy. The BCA is leading this investigation. Goddamn.
And they're asking for videos and pictures people may have from the night of the shooting. And Minneapolis police say they are processing hundreds of hours of body camera footage and have plans to release that footage to the family first before releasing it to the public. Chris?
Still no word, though, on why those officers shot and if he was armed or not when
Nigga.
they shot him, correct?
That is correct. We're still waiting on that.
All right. Thanks, Yvonne.
Wow. And they're trying to, well, did he have the gun in his hand when he did get shot? Bruh, nigga was shooting into somebody's apartment. They should have pulled up guns blazing when they pulled up guns blazing at that point. Like, you're a fucking threat. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. And these people are in the streets protesting for this motherfucker. We are lost as a community, and the glider liberals, the glider leftists, because people hate when I say liberals, they want me to say leftists. So the glider leftists, they have enabled the community to become a monster. Oh my God. If you're out here defending this shit, there's no hope for us, man. If this is what we gonna stand on, if the parents dropped, if those were like if he was adopted and the white parents were like his real, the ones who raised him, they dropped the motherfucking ball. Straight up.
Today, as family and supporters gathered outside the apartment where Minneapolis police shot and killed a man Thursday morning. As Kirsten Mitchell reports, demonstrators demanding answers about Teckle Sundberg's death were confronted by a neighbor who shared her own experience that night.
People have been stopping by a memorial outside of the apartment building, and just above a shattered and boarded up window is a reminder of a terrifying night for neighbors.
This is not okay. Just go home.
A heated
She said, get the fuck out of here. Go home. And that's how most of that's how we felt in 2020 when it came to the George Floyd protests. I'm still seeing bitches out here protesting Roe v. Wade. That's how I want to be. Go home. Like, this shit is fucking retarded, bro.
Confrontation interrupted the start of a march in honor of Teckle Sundberg.
They tried to kill me in front of my kids.
Arabella Yarbrough was Teckle.
Oh my God. And you hear this nigga, and we definitely hear you, but black men are being killed in the street, and we need to take every opportunity to protest that black men are being killed in the street. Well, who are they being killed by? The police. No, that's where you're wrong. You have a grown man arguing with this woman. These black men are, looks like 30s to 40s. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that my generation, Gen Z, is not getting any better. We're more woke than ever. And these niggas rocking with a Thule. So they're woke and they're strap-a-lapped. So if this was a young nigga, he probably would have domed her right there, honestly.
Was Teckle's neighbor. She called 911 Wednesday night after she says bullets flew through her apartment unit.
The shot went through my door to the pillar to the kitchen. I was cooking food for my kids.
A 6-hour-long standoff.
They don't care, honey. They don't care.
Followed until 2 Minneapolis police snipers shot and killed Sundberg. His parents, Cindy and Mark, spoke out after the tense interaction.
I wish I could wrap my arms around her and tell her I am so sorry. I am so sorry she had to experience that.
They dropped the ball. And they're lucky that he didn't kill them, honestly. A lot of animosity. I wonder, I seriously wonder how that house was growing up. And honestly, they seem like very nice people, but they dropped the ball. A parent who spares the rod does not love their child. Y'all should have been spanking that little nigga. Come on. Disciplining him, something. It can't just, it's just mental illness. Hell nah, bro. There ain't no way all these niggas are mentally ill. Every nigga who gets shot by the police is mentally ill now.
I am so sorry for her pain.
His family thinks he was going through a mental health crisis at the time.
Or he could have been on acid. How about that? Or he could have been on some other drug. Could have been on some heroin, some meth. I don't fucking know. He could have been geeked up.
Human as we're all imperfect humans, and he did not.
That imperfect human shit is killing me.
I deserve to be picked off like an animal from a rooftop.
Adopted when he was 4 years old, those who knew Teckle remembered him for his love of art, photography, and his cat.
But this is why we say that mental health needs to be addressed.
Oh my God. And here we go. This is like the prototype. This is like the prototype of the sisters who are leading this movement, bro. And this is the prototype of like the glider liberals. This bitch got a shirt on talking about some police to police. How about y'all police these unruly, crazy ass niggas out here? And this nigga got a George Floyd hat with the time that the knee was on his back. I mean, these people. Oh, man. Look. Then they got the condom on the mic. They got a condom on the mic. They got a condom on the mic, so you know she can't speak raw with it like your boy Janquavius.
And this is why we don't need the police showing up for these type of situations.
Wow. They don't want the police to show. Okay. Okay, sis. Well, you just pull up. Maybe you could offer him some head or some pussy and maybe he'll stop. I don't know what's going to work. But obviously he was shooting at a woman, so I don't think your feminine touch was going to work. They want a violence interrupter, an unarmed violence interrupter to go in there and handle that situation. Yeah, be my guest. Go ahead and we'll see how many bodies is laid in the front of that damn apartment complex. These sisters are absolutely done for. Their ideologies are all off. And they are trying to tell us that these are the women that we're supposed to be dating, bro. It's crazy.
Any black man who is with a woman who's not an African herself is going to have a difficult time getting respect from me. I believe black men need to be with black women. The black family is under attack. Only 1 out of every 4 black women gets married. The black woman is last likely to get married. She's the last married, the first divorced. We have what? 2/3 of our children being raised by working class and impoverished single black female-led house homes. The destruction of a nation begins in the home of its families. And if we want to save black people, we have to save the black family. And in order to do that, black men have to commit themselves to black women.
How much you want to bet that she called the police on her baby daddy when he ain't pay child support?
The family's attorney, Jeff Storms, says they still have little information about what prompted police to shoot. They're also asking for body camera footage to be released to the family first and questioning how police handled the negotiations.
Why wouldn't you let his mom and dad de-escalate the situation?
They did. You dumbass bitch. I'm gonna get greasy on this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck no more. YouTube finna deplatform me anyway. I don't give a fuck. They did. You imbecile. You stupid ass bitch holding the mic like a dick, which we know that's all you have on your mind. They had his parents call him. He was sending them the voicemail. He didn't want to talk to nobody. You think that nigga really felt like they were his parents? Come on. You think that nigga really felt like those were his parents? Do you think, let me ask you that. You think he respected them? Huh? Like, are you serious? Let his parents, they tried 6 hours. They calling him, texting him, sending them FaceTimes, video voicemails, all types of shit. Bitch just pulled up. Oh, what happened? Black man killed by police? Okay, give me the mic. This is how these hoes prepare. I mean, damn. They just pull up. Oh, what happened? Give me the spark notes. Okay, give me the mic. Give me put the condom on the mic. Okay, put the condom on the mic. All right, let's go. Bitches don't even, I mean, and they're the most educated. The most educated.
With at least a megaphone to show them that they were here.
Bruh, they did have the fucking megaphone. You didn't hear that, nigga? Should we go back to the live stream? Let's go back. Matter of fact, I think I got a YouTube of the live stream, which would be a lot easier than... Guys, this is blood boiling. This is blood boiling. The YouTube video got 90,000 92,000 views. Thank God we have some rational people, some sane people in the comments section. Let's read some of the comments before we get into this. I can't believe people are protesting for this guy and demanding answers. He could have killed his neighbor and her 2 small children. What about them? They're the real victims in this. Absolutely. Shout out to Cass, whatever the fuck. Facts, the police did the right thing. Yep. This clown, his own fate. Nobody else's fault but his. Yep. Some people do not deserve to stay on earth. Yep. We had hours to choose. Shooting into a young lady's apartment with children present is just wrong. He was also stalking her. Just glad all the officers are okay. So now, and these women are so fucking, respectfully, but they're dumb as fuck because they're out here talking about, oh, women's rights, women. I'm so scared to walk alone at night and all this bullshit. And then
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.